Hello world, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond Reality. So the first thing you're going to notice here is this G looks nice, right? Yeah. But then there's this building here and magical forest around me. So one of the problems I have with this particular area is right over here, and it was a rather large area coming all the way out here, is that this is a spectral garden. Now, the annoying thing about spectral gardens is that it spawns whalers. I think it's from Random Things or something like that, or no, it's like IHL or whatever that is. I actually had to turn it off because this was spawning whalers like crazy, and I'd basically die. So one of the processes I've started is to start changing this over to a magic forest biome. And if you don't know how that happens, basically you grow a silverwood tree, and if it has a pure node in it, it will start spreading magical biome. But it only does a small radius, so you have to plant a lot of them. So you can see it's from my mini map, it's unfinished. This took a long time because, you know, sometimes you get duds and they don't have a pure node in them and they won't spread the magical forest biome, and you really don't know until you just see it's not spreading. So so yeah, it's kind of annoying. So I'd like to get into Thaumcraft, 1 for Hoe of Regrowth and 2 for the Goggles of Revealing. So A, I can identify if the tree is a dud or not, and B, I can use it to instantly grow a silverwood. So I don't know that we want to get into that, you know, this episode or next. I have an already idea of what we're going to do, but I basically made a main lobby for my Greg Tech stuff, and oops, I meant to close that. There we go. That looks official. So yeah, basically I want to have an entrance over here into some more machines, but yeah, it looks pretty nice. Oops, forgot to take those down. Yeah, I like it. I think maybe we can safari net a villager or something and stick him back there, make him look like he's working for his money. And then I like this. It's a desk bell. Yeah, I've been waiting here. Is anybody? I'd really like to see Greg. No? Alright. The area back here, I basically moved everything out of that house, so now I can, all my crafting is over here. I have enough bronze to make a second blast furnace now, but yeah, I'm kind of holding off on that. And I did get a another production table with you know, all the furnaces plus production speed upgrades plus a solar generator. Now you might think, yeah, that's not working, it's inside, but this actually works. These ladders aren't interfering, and this hatch actually isn't interfering. It's still lit, as you can see there. So that's kind of nice. I use this for some of my, you know, maybe turning cobble into stone. It can do 4 stacks, I think, on a full, you know, a full charge. So now there's a couple things I want to do. One, I want to get started on the electrical age for Greg Tech, because we really badly need rubber. But I don't think we're going to do that today, because I've also done a lot of work over here on our botania garden, and I want to get one more item here. So this is our enchanting, and it's working really well. I've got more enchanting books here. As you can see, my magic forest biome hasn't spread all the way over here. Back here, this is going to be basically mana storage, and I'll get into that here in a second. And then right here we have some hydrangea towers. These are basically just layers of hydrangeas with water in between. So what happens here is, you know, these guys suck up the water, the top and bottom filter down here into that guy, and then it comes over here into this pool. I should probably change this to a diluted pool, and then should probably change that to a diluted pool too. I don't want mana accumulating out here. Then over here is my daylilies, or sorry, day blooms and nightshades. And this is basically two sets here funneling here and pointing back this way. And this guy hits it over here into this diluted pool, and these then distribute it. Now what we have here is a mana mana distributor. When a mana burst hits this, it'll distribute it evenly to each of the pools around it. So what I have here is basically, 8 giant pools. The problem I have right now is that this mana burst is not strong enough for both of these to hit on each side. So it looks like we're not actually generating enough mana to fuel both of these, anyway. So it's probably okay, but we'll need a potency lens on there, and I have an idea of what I want to do to upgrade this to be producing insane amounts of mana. So that's going to get further down the line. We're going to need Greg Tech Electrical Age for it. We're not ready to get there, but I've got this room here, and what I want to do is make a Jaded Amaranthius or whatever. Place it right here, and what it's going to do is generate magical flowers in a 9x9 area. So that'll more or less allow us to not have to run around for flowers anymore. But in order to do that, we're going to have to get into the runic altar, which I've been saying anyway. So let's take a look at exactly what we need here to make these ruins. Oak saplings, wheat, bone meal, sugar canes, fishing rods, mana steel. Oops, already seen that one. So we need 6 mana steel. Okay. All accomplishable. And then what do I need for the actual runic altar, I suppose? Runic altar, here we go. Okay, mana pearl. All doable. I don't happen to have... Hey, I do. Well, that might help. So let's toss this guy. Oops, miss. Hunter backpack. Let's lock that. There we go. So we can already make the... Yep. Make the altar. So there's our altar. Now I wanted to see if Sparks worked on this. Let's throw him down there, because I've already got this spark hooked up to there. I wonder if this spark will also hook up to here. That would be cool, because then we could have sparks on all of these. I'm hoping it's not just paired. I'm hoping it can take mana from everything. So we're going to need some blaze as well. And I think I left it all back over here. Of course, now that I have all my crafting stuff over there, I want to... I have to run between the garden and over there, so that's not good. Maybe what I should do is make some concrete and put it between here and there, and that'll increase my run speed. Let's open my secret door there. Do I have any? Yeah, I might have some. I do have some concrete. Well, that's a little bit of an aside. Alright, so we need oak saplings, 3. We need a bone meal. And we need to make a fishing rod. Functional flora, this guy. Wheat, so that's going to be over in my food chest. Bone meal, fishing rod, so we need some string, some sticks. Where'd that just go? And sticks. Ooh. Let's solve that. There we go. Fishing rod. Then we just need some sugar cane. Another wart, gunpowder, another brick. Another wart. Yep, that was in there. Gunpowder. Another brick. Pop that guy out, and it'd be quicker to do it over here. And went in my, did it go in my miner backpack or my digger backpack? These backpacks can be quite annoying. So you see it, that just jams through it. I can actually put more production speed upgrades, but it gets a little pricey. So let's see, what else do we need? Hopefully I don't have to run back and forth. We got the gunpowder, another wart, another brick. We need 6 steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alrighty. Rune of fire. So we got everything there. Water. And we just need sugar cane and wheat. Alright. So this episode's actually moving along quite nicely. I might have to think of something else to do. I don't know if we're quite ready to get into the electrical age or not. Let's see. There's a wheat. And there's a sugar cane. If we're doing really good on time, maybe I'll cut camera, take a look at what we need to get into the electrical age, and get ready for that. So let's see. Oh, there's always something. I forgot the stuff for a spark. I need 6 blaze powder. Not that. Mana manipulation. Sparks. And a gold nugget. Do I have a gold nugget? I do not have a gold nugget. Alright, so we need our gold nugget and 6 blaze powder. If I don't believe I have enough blaze powder for 2 sparks, so hopefully we only need the 1. Otherwise we're just gonna have to cheese it a bit. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And a gold nugget. Hey, how about that? There you go, look nice. There we go. And then this is just stained glass, Mine Factory Reloaded. I'm pretty out of sand. And from my map here, there is no deserts. I have yet to find a desert. So between episodes, I'm really gonna have to go looking for a desert, and then maybe we'll set up another nexus to get over there. Because this is kind of not good. Okay, we're making a spark. So there and there. Gold nugget. And now we need 2 petals of the same color as we found out last episode. Well, we have a bunch of purple. How about that? Alright, and let's use this one. There we go. That should work. Petals, spark. Now let's stick it on the altar. There should be a nice particle effect if this works. No. Oh, I placed it on top of the altar. That's not at all what I wanted to do. I'm betting that does not work. That's annoying. Maybe if I place it directly above. okay. Let's try... No. So yeah, that's a bit annoying. Alright, well we can work around that. So what do we need first? Pop in here. Let's go with the Rune of Fire. So another wart, gunpowder, another brick, and I need to make that steel. And of course the steel goes in the miner's backpack because obviously you mine that. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Another wart. Gunpowder. Brick. Now let's repoint, there we go. And I think you just tap that guy. Yep. And now you can see it's making a Rune of Fire. And of course that's gone. Well, is it working? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. So how's this pool doing? Because I'd really like to replace that. Okay, it's almost empty. And I'd like to replace this one too, which I might be able to do. Yeah. The reason being is I don't want the storage out here. I want it all over here. Just because it'll be easier to have a central spot to, you know, distribute mana elsewhere. Do I have any diluted pools? Well, I have one, and I can make another. It just goes like that. Alrighty. Well, that's easy enough. How's this guy doing? Almost there. So let's replace this one because it's empty. And let's make sure, yeah, that's all flowing in there still. So we just got this guy. He's got to drain out. How's this guy? Alright, there we go. So you see the lightning. It's ready to go. I think you gotta... Oh, you need a smooth stone. Yeah. I think it's a smooth stone. No, of course it's not. It's a living rock. Why would it be a smooth stone? Let's collect all that. Stick them there. And I think tap it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we've got our first runes. Yay. Now we need water, bone meal, sugar cane. There's 3. And the bone meal, and the sugar cane, and the fishing rod. Now I just need to tap it. And there it goes. Let's see, so what to do while that's going? I really hate to pop that. Let's see, what do we need for a potency lens? Just to get us future-proofed here. What would it be under? Mystical items? No. Natural apparatus, maybe. No. What's this? I don't think I've seen that before. Oh yeah, I would like to make that. I need 2 blaze rods though. Maybe it's still under mana manipulation. Mana lenses. Here we go. So colors, blah blah blah. Velocity, potency. Ooh, hey, we'll actually have that. And 4 mana steel. Boy, this is gonna eat through my mana steel. Ah, come on, get on top. Bam. All right. So now we are ready to make the last rune we need. Oops. Come on, book. Alright, so we need the wheat, 3 oaks, and 1 of each of those. So let's go ahead. Nope. Come on, right click. 1 wheat, and 1 of them, 1 of them, and click it. Alright, so that's going on. Alright, well this looks pretty empty, so this really isn't as critical a thing as getting the mana jet up and running, but at least this area back here is now the way I want it. How far has that got to go? Let's go ahead and get 4 mana steel while that's going. And we'll make that potency lens, which again is not something that's critical, but you know, it's nice to have items off the to-do list. And we're gonna need more steel. Let me check that supply real quick. This one. Well, I got a stack of steel. That's not too bad. Alright. I'm completely out of coal now. It's all been converted over to coal coke. Let's close that. And that tree isn't down yet. I'm gonna have to go over and get them leaves. Okay. So alright, so my dramatic conclusion was thwarted. Apparently I wasn't rolling on that last segment, so this completed. We got so annoying. We got our Jaded Amaranthius set up, and it's generating flowers really well, so this is really going to be helpful as far as, you know, not having to run around to find flowers. Now I'm not sure what we can do to automate collecting all this, but should work out for us. It looks like you got a pretty good mix here. I also made a potency lens once again while the camera wasn't rolling, which is annoying. But you can tint them. So when you go to tint them, make sure you tint the final product and not the lens prior to making, for instance, the potency lens. Otherwise, it'll lose its color. But as you can see, the orange particle effect, it's looking pretty cool. But that was kind of all I had for this episode. One thing to note, once you get all the ingredients for your Jaded Amaranthius, so you get all these things, it's the Petal Apothecary. And I cut out a bit of the episode, the time related to that last non-segment, I guess, because I sat here goofing around with this when I needed to throw it in the Petal Apothecary. I also made a note about I've got my enchantments up on all of these guys, and I've got a Bloodwood bow made. The Bloodwood bow is a little tricky, just because the stick recipe, it's not correct in NEI. It doesn't work as listed. I can't really find anything on the internets that would indicate how you're supposed to do it. But you know, I was kind of just playing around here and found the recipe. So it's just like that, top and bottom. There's no way to make that 4 because the saw won't go in here anywhere. But that's kind of annoying. In NEI, you'll see this, which just makes a normal stick. And you'll see this, which makes a pressure plate and not a stick. So that's how you get your Bloodwood stick for your Bloodwood bow if you need one. But yeah, so that seems a little odd, but you know, we'll leave it there. But I think this is going to be it for this episode, and what we'll do next episode is perhaps, I'm thinking we might want to get into applied energistics, just because we could hook up a terminal over here. It would be kind of expensive to run all the wire over here, but it would definitely be worth it. Just all this running back and forth, it gets kind of, well, annoying. But if not that, we're going to need to get into the applied energist, or not the applied, Greg Tech electrical age, because I really need to get that going, and we really need to get a tree farm set up and automated charcoal production for phase 2 of this garden. But yeah, I think that'll wrap up this episode. Leave a like or subscribe, and have a good one, guys.